Can you believe it? The unbelievable has happened. Oh my gosh. The unfindable has been found, but now the mystery remains. The Forrest Fenn treasure. For 10 years, people have been looking for the Forrest Fenn treasure chest hidden somewhere in the Rocky Mountains north of Santa Fe. Searchers have lost their lives looking for this treasure. People have left their families to come out to the Rocky Mountains to try and search for this treasure chest. People have racked their brains trying to decipher the clues. And now it has been found. That's right, the Forrest Fenn treasure chest has been found. The Forrest Fenn treasure hunt is over. In a statement released yesterday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Forrest Fenn himself said the treasure hunt is over, that the treasure chest has been found by one lucky finder. For those of you who aren't familiar, Forrest Fenn was an art dealer and an author from New Mexico that back in 1988 was diagnosed with cancer. At that time, he thought he was going to take a box and fill it full of treasure, take it out to his favorite spot that was special to him, lay down with it and die. And in that box, he was going to put his biography so that he could leave behind his legacy. And someday somebody would find his bones and next to him would be that treasure chest. Well, that didn't happen. Mr. Fenn went into remission and his ideas about this treasure chest changed. And in 2010, he decided to create this treasure hunt. Mr. Fenn did gather a box and he did fill it full of treasure that's been valued over $2 million and decided he was going to hide it somewhere in the Rocky Mountains at one of his special places. He wrote a book called The Thrill of the Chase, and in it wrote a poem that he said that contains 9 clues that, if followed, would lead you directly to the treasure chest. And since that time, tens of thousands of people have been involved in the treasure hunt. People from across the world have been trying to decipher it. Even if they never made a trip to the Rocky Mountains, people still trying to decipher the clues and figure the riddle out. I myself have been involved with the treasure hunt for 3 years and have made numerous trips out to look for this treasure. Unsuccessfully, of course, which is why I'm so interested to find out, 1, who found it, and 2, where they found it. Where was the treasure chest located? We all want to know. All the searchers around the world want to know where this treasure chest was hidden. And I'm hopeful in the next couple of days, we will learn exactly that from Forrest Fenn himself. Over the years, my ideas of the solve of this treasure hunt has varied and taken me from Wyoming to Colorado, up into Montana. And my ideas have changed on how I deciphered the 9 clues and what were the 9 clues in the poem. Just an interesting time, exciting time. I ran a live stream last night for over an hour and a half, and you can see that here on that link to where we talked about this in depth. And if you'd like to hear more about that, please go check out that video. But now what's in store for this finder? I'm sure there will be a media storm over the next few days as all this is revealed. But what's in store for the finder? Is there a large IRS debt? Will the tax collectors come after him? Is this a gift from Forrest Fenn? What do you think? Leave me your comments down below. I'd like to know what you think about that. There's been a lot of talk about the legalities of the land to which the treasure chest was hidden on, and whether that can be gifted or not, and whether it is an abandoned treasure or an abandoned relic or not, and what the laws surrounding that are, depending on the type of land. Is it BLM land? Is it national forest land? Is it private property? Is it public property? All those things will come into play, and I'm sure that is what's been worked out right now between Forrest Fenn and this finder of this amazing treasure. I'll remind you of the Saddle Ridge Hoard. And if you're not familiar with that, it was a married couple that were walking on their property and came across 3 cans filled with double eagle gold coins from the San Francisco Mint from the 1800s that were in amazing shape. One coin in such great shape that actually auctioned off for $1.5 million for a single coin. The rest of the hoard, it was sold off for $10 million at auction. And the finders had to pay $4.5 million in taxes. So what's in store for our lucky finder here of the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt? Is he going to have to pay $1 million in taxes to be able? How do they evaluate that? How does that process happen? Is it gifted? Can it only be gifted as long as Forrest was alive? Did Forrest end this hunt prematurely so that he could make sure that this chest was gifted? All these things are taken into consideration and are on the minds of people that have been involved in the hunt for many, many years. There are many out there that don't believe that this treasure hunt was even true. They believe it was a hoax concocted by Mr. Fenn to sell books. Many believe that it was never hid to begin with. What side of the fence are you on? Do you believe it's real or do you believe it's a hoax? Leave me a comment down below. I'd love to talk to you about it. Let me ask you, do you think we'll ever find out who the finder was? Do you think he will reveal himself? Do you think Forrest will reveal the location? Or will he keep that a secret? Let me know what you think down below. It is a topic that we're all talking about and just wonders exactly what's going to happen here in the next few days. Will there be a giant tax debt? Will he sell the items? Will he piece out the items? Will he sell it off at an auction as a whole? Or will he just hold on to it? Or will he give it back to Forrest? Does he have title to the entire treasure, or does he only have title to the gold? As one of the lines in the poem states, I give you title to the gold. But what about the other items that are in that treasure chest? Does the finder have title to those? What about the land it was hidden on? Is there some type of law that prohibits the finder from claiming the treasure? And does it always remain with Forrest as long as he's alive? All these questions will be answered in the next few days, but I'd like to know what you think. Let me know. I'm DK with Adventures in Dirt, and I'll see you next time.